Welcome back, folks, to Shenandoah Sidelines coverage of the Stonewall Jackson Generals hosting the Central Falcons. We're here with the head coach of the Generals, Coach Kroll. And, Coach, I want to talk a little bit about coming out in the second half. You had somewhat of a rough first half, and you came out the second half. Defense got a 3-and-out, got the ball back. Offense went down the field and scored. Defense did a great job getting the ball back again, and then on the next drive, just lost a little bit of the momentum.
I don't know exactly what happens. You don't know what goes on in kids' minds. I thought we were a little flat going out at the beginning of the game, and how can you be flat against Central? We came back in at halftime, a couple things, and then too many mistakes. 5-yard penalties for us hurt. Some teams like Central can make up 5 yards. We can't. We're not a throwing team. But Central did a good job. They defensively did a fine job. Offensively, we tried to stop their passing attack, and to a degree we did. We gave up one real long pass, which we shouldn't have, and then the touchdown pass. But we tried to hold down Simonis, and I thought we did, which was not an easy job. So we did some good stuff. We just gave up stuff that we usually don't, which are a lot of runs. And number 3, Boserman, had a good game, played well, both sides of the ball. Did a great job, both sides of the ball. But yeah, we came out and did some good stuff. But when you're doing that stuff, second half, late in the game, like we did in a couple other games, something's wrong, and we got to find a reason for it. So, but they did a good job. Central did a good job. I'm not going to take a thing away from Central at all.
Some good running tonight by Trevor Warner. It looked like he really was hitting the hole full speed and doing a good job running behind his blocks.
We were very proud of early on in the year, Trevor was our man that we thought was going to be there, and we lost him somewhere along the line. He sort of flaked out, and I don't know what happened. But this week in practice, he worked hard. Maybe it's Central, but he had a tremendous game. He's worked his way back. He's earned it. He hit the hole hard. He's a quick kid. And we were very proud of what he did. He was one bright spot in the game.
Well, Coach, we're off next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks to cover the game here against Riverheads, and we look forward to seeing you then.
Well, I'm glad you're looking forward to Riverheads, because I'm not. But they're an awfully good team. Good gosh, they're awfully good. Maybe we can find something at Luray to make it, turn the corner. But we'll wait and see. We hope so. But it's good. Good to see you next week, or 2 weeks from now.
Always good to see you, Coach. Thank you for stopping by.
Anytime.
We'll be back with more Shenandoah Sidelines right after this. Welcome back, folks, to Shenandoah Sidelines. Final score tonight, Central Falcons 24, Stonewall Jackson Generals 8. And we just met with Coach Kroll. As he said, late in the game, doing things well in the third quarter and the second half has been a little bit of a problem. Although the Generals had some momentum going early in the half, the Falcons able to recover and put more points on the board and take away the victory. A couple of stats for tonight. The Falcons 150 yards on the ground, 32 carries. Matt Sherfy, 8 of 19, 168 yards, 2 touchdowns. Leading rusher for the Falcons, Seth Balzerman, with 75 yards on 12 carries. And leading receiver for the Falcons was Seth Weimer with 79 yards. For the Generals, as we talked with Coach Kroll, Trevor Warner with a good night. For Stonewall Jackson, he had 13 carries for 75 yards. Pirtle also had 29 yards, and Getz had 33 yards, and the Generals' lone touchdown of the night. The big story for the Generals tonight was the 4 fumbles, giving the Falcons good field position and stalling Generals' drives. I'd like to thank tonight's sponsors, CNS Carpets, as well as C.E. Thompson & Sons in Edinburgh. I'd also like to thank Shenandoah Video Productions for producing tonight's episode of Shenandoah Sidelines. If you'd like a copy of tonight's game or any of the games here on Sidelines, contact them at 540-331-7683. Also, check out the Facebook page for additional bonus footage, halftime shows, the bands, highlight reels, post-game wrap-ups and interviews. And also check out YouTube for additional footage as well. Well, we're going to be off next week, but we'll be returning to cover the October 29th games. They'll be airing on November 2nd at 7 p.m. That will be Riverheads back here against Stonewall. And then we'll wrap it up on November 5th with airing date of November 9th of Page at Central. And that's pretty much going to do it for us here at Shenandoah Sidelines. Final score, Stonewall Jackson 8, Central Falcons 24. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Good night.